I've watched her go through some really rough times and not pick up a drink. And I've watched her go through things and remain relatively happy and positive. I question if I could be that happy and positive. So she's been a real inspiration to me in showing me how to go through hard things and not pick up that drink today. And she's also a very good friend. So with that, I give you my friend Jill.
All right.
Okay, Jill, I'll call it.
Hey, Jill.
And my sobriety date is September 10th, 2018. I was brought up in normal childhood, very Catholic family, went to church, holidays, you know, got married young, we went camping, I was a social drinker, most of the time I was a designated driver, and I just didn't bother me one bit if I drank or not. I worked full time, and we started working 4 9s and a 4. So on Fridays, I had the afternoon off. Well, myself and a couple other gentlemen decided to go to the neighborhood bar and start drinking at noon. So that's where it all started. I was in a marriage for 18 years, and the last 5 started getting bad, and drinking was allowing me to black out, and I just liked the feeling that I didn't have to feel crap. I continued to stay married for 3 more years, finally got divorced, missed a lot of my son. I have a 28-year-old son now. Missed a lot of his activities, which I regret now, but that's in the past, and I'm here today. I broke away from the church. I lost 2 jobs because of alcohol. I drove on railroad tracks. I would get lost. I ended up in Lima one time, and my car broke down because I rode on the railroad tracks, and my family was very pissed off about that, excuse me, and my car bill when it came wasn't very pretty either. And when I had 2 DUIs, when I got my second one, I had drove in fields through crops, and so that was another monetary amount thing that had to come out of the pocket. After the second DUI, my family was beyond upset. They were out of control. I had been in and out of rehabs. I went to rehabs after that several times. I didn't care. DUIs, rehabs, I really didn't give a crap. When I first started drinking, I went to AA meetings after my first DUI because if I jump around, I'm sorry. I had to go to AA meetings because of counseling. I would drink on the way there. I'd stop at the bar on the way back. I didn't take it seriously at all. And I kept up for several years. I finally found God, and I started getting involved in the program more often. Was in New Bremen Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays about all the time. Was treasurer there for 10, 15 years. Met someone in the program, became part of my life. Situation turned very, very ugly after some years. Unfortunately, the person passed away, and I didn't drink. I was just numb with life. I didn't know where I was headed. Before all this, I just wanted to die. When I first started drinking, got my DUIs, I just didn't care. I wanted to die, and I tried twice in my life. And, I'm here today, thank God he was watching over me. Finally, I didn't know what to do. I was sober, but I thought, man, nobody's gonna know if I just have one drink. Really? So I was still living in Montezuma. I had ran to Kroger's to make an errand for somebody and decided to stop at the Mexican restaurant and get 2 large double shot margaritas. But thanks to my higher power and the people around these rooms and God watching over me, that's all I drank. And I wasn't going to tell anybody. I'm like, 2 drinks, I don't need to tell anybody, I don't need to change my sobriety date, but I did. I had to get it out of my mind and speak up and say, yeah, I screwed up. Because I was living with it for a couple weeks, and finally I wasn't sleeping and I felt miserable. So I just had to call somebody and just say, you know, it happened. And I'm blessed that I didn't keep drinking and see what happened. I'm blessed that I stopped after those 2 drinks. I began doing the phone meetings then. Every day I was on one because I was pretty messed up. I would get lost when I drove. Who knows where I would end up. So my family would not allow me to drive, and I wasn't comfortable about driving. So I did the phone meetings every day pretty loyally. Thanks to Jim and Joni, I was able to attend these meetings on Sundays, allow me to get here and get home. So I got 1 physical meeting in a week. But, you know, with COVID coming and the phone meetings, it saved my life because I didn't have anybody get me to those meetings. And I grew stronger and stronger during those phone meetings. I again started getting on stronger faith and a higher power. And family kind of started trusting me again, but I was still messed up. I just had a lot going on. And it was hard. It was very hard. The past was beating me down. I was asking God to keep living every day. I had no, ideas of trying to end my life. Thanks to this program, I had people there to talk to help me out, and talking to others on the phone meetings, and started faithfully doing my readings every morning, thanking God at night for the day, just developing that stronger faith and spirituality. As the footprints say, God carried me, most of that time. There's one set of footprints, and it was Him trying to get me through that hell. I started, when I was in counseling, I had this thing, and I'm sure you all heard it by now. Pause, pray, and proceed. Until this day, I try to do that to the best of my ability. It's very hard sometimes. I currently live with my mom. She just turned 83 3 weeks ago. God bless her. But she's struggling with some health issues right now. And it's very difficult, but I'm doing my best to do that pause, pray, and proceed. But sometimes, your mouth opens before you think. I did service work. I was treasurer, like I said. I opened the meetings for 10, 15 years. I went to events. I suggest people staying very involved in the program. It saved my life. Talk with others as much as you can. Somebody's always there to answer the phone. I'm sorry if this is going to be short. Today, I can actually look in the mirror, and this just recently happened the first of this year, probably like not even that far back. I can look in the mirror every morning and look at myself and tell myself I love me. And I never could have done that for, it's probably been 30 years, and that's no joke. I had no gumption in life. I just didn't feel wanted. I felt like a nuisance to everybody. I tried to put on shows when I was with people like me and everything, but deep down I hurt. And it wasn't fun. And some people don't understand that, but even growing up, I had a great household and everything, but my family, my brothers and sisters were very, very smart. And so I was at the bottom of 6 kids. I was number 5. And I tried to be them. I wanted to be just like them. So I studied and I studied, and I just couldn't do it. And that kind of broke me down too. But, I stayed with I stayed in life and doing the best I can, and I was happy, I got married and had a fantastic job. Never thought, I would be, and today I still think about it, a manufacturing manager of a plant of 25 people. And, I was just like, wow, I used to do that. And then when I lost that job, I got another job, and it's pretty much the same. But, alcohol destroyed all that, along with my mental status. I am now talking with my son, for now, this week. Sometimes that's rough, but I gotta let it go. It's in God's hands. I have to take the good when he's there, when I can see my grandbabies, or even just spend some time with him and let him vent when he needs to. So it's been great. The last 2 weeks I've seen him 4 times, and he's answering texts. So that's great. My family, my brothers and sisters, my nieces and nephews, they're just so excited to see me. It's just a blessing. They trust me. My car's not working right now, so I'm driving my mom's van. And before, she would be, where are you going? What are you doing? And they even put a tracker on my phone, which is about to be coming off soon. Yeah. But they had to do it because they didn't know what I would do. So today, I'm able to drive. I don't drive far. New Bremen's about my max, and Sydney I don't want to touch right now, but that's all right. I'm driving around physical therapy and things like that. And most of you know I fell in February and broke my hip and my knee. But today, that is a blessing. I got my life back. I felt happy. I wasn't at first when I woke up. I was out of it for like 3 weeks before I came to, when I was in pain when I woke up, and I didn't think I'd ever walk again. I put that weight on that leg and I just screamed. It hurt so bad. But today, I'm no cane. I weaned myself off about 2 weeks ago. I still get my steps in. I do my physical therapy at home. Have things going on with my neck, but again, it's not, it's just part of life. And I accept it, and I'm here, and I'm grateful. And I don't know what I do without this program, people, and just my higher power. My life is better. I don't suggest anybody going out and trying it for even 2 drinks, because when I did that 2 drinks, I did black out because they were very, very strong. And I woke up that next morning, and I kind of did have a headache, and I'm like, what the hell? And then I remember, man, I could have got another DUI because I stopped and drank those at the lake. And then I went back to the trailer. But I didn't, and that's blessed. I'm blessed I only have 2 DUIs. I could have had, who knows, a bunch more. That's all I got, but I like to end my lead with this little saying. It's something another fellow member passed on to me. I keep it posted in my bedroom. I read it probably twice a day, and it's called I'm Just Me. I'm not perfect, I'm me. I made bad decisions and wrong choices, but I'm me. I said the wrong things, I said the right things, because I'm me. I don't like everything I've done, but I did it because I'm me. I loved the wrong people and trusted the wrong people, and I'm still me. If I had a chance to start again, I wouldn't change a thing. Why? Because I'm me. There are a lot of good things about me. You just need to look past imperfections to see what's right. If you can't do that, then it's your loss. I'm the best I can be. I'm me. Thank you.
Joni, I'm an alcoholic.
Hey, Jenny.
Love that, Jill.
Yeah.
That was awesome. And you just went, you stretch that baby out. That was your longest stretch right there, girl. Yeah, so the word that comes to mind is perseverance. And, and good times don't last and bad times don't last. And sometimes the bad times last a little longer than we'd like. That's for sure. But, I've seen you embrace people when I have my Christmas parties and when people are hurting, and you sit and you talk and you listen. You're a very good listener. And, yeah, you're a good person. And I'm glad that you're part of my journey and part of my life. And I'm going to start over here with Jim, and then we're going to pass this here speaker down. But maybe we just start on the phone first, and then we'll go to Jim. How about Sharon or Jill? You want to share first? Jennifer. Jill.
Okay. Sure. I'm Sharon, recovering alcoholic.
Sharon.
And Jill, that was great. You did a wonderful job. And, it really wasn't all that long ago that you just couldn't put all that together and present it. I'm so proud of you. You've come so far. And, I love it when you're on the phone meetings, the 3 times a week, and you're a true inspiration, Jill. God bless you, and I love you.
Love you too.
Sure.
Thanks,
Sharon.
Sharon.
Thanks, Sharon.
I'm Jennifer Draper, recovering alcoholic.
Hey, Jennifer.
Jill, congratulations on 7 years. I want to thank you for giving your lead tonight. I definitely can say that you followed through with this program like nobody else. I remember when you had your accident and you fell and, hurt your hip and stuff. I remember we had phone meetings with you while you were in the hospital. That's how dedicated you were to this program. And, ever since I came home in December, I've always known you to faithfully be at that Sunday meeting. And you were always very kind and definitely inspiring to me. And I'm very proud of you for making it 7 years. And I think you're absolutely amazing, and you have always been the sweetest. And I just love you, and thank you for your lead.
Thanks, Sharon. I'm Jim. I'm an alcoholic. Hey, Jim. Yeah, Jim. And Jill, that was so nice. It was very nice. So often we see like big changes when you first get sober, because we're in this new way to live, and the fog lifts, and all of a sudden this new person emerges. And we forget that sometimes it can be a long journey. You've been on a long journey through years and gone through a lot of stuff. I'm grateful to have witnessed yours over the last several years, and it's just cool to see. especially, just all the leaps and bounds you've taken through this year. And perseverance, absolutely, my gosh, sometimes, gosh, who would have thought that a fall with a broken hip and messed up knee would turn into something that could be good. There's a silver lining there. It's there. It's wonderful. It's pretty cool to see. So God is good, and I see it in you. So we love you very much.
Thank you.
I'm Doug, and I'm alcoholic.
Hey, Doug.
I'm so glad to have the honor of your acquaintance. And I too sometimes forget to engage brain before operating mouth. And it's become a lot better here lately, and I want to thank you for your lead and your inspiration, because 7 years of recovery with the things you've been through just this year is quite amazing, and I thank you.
Thanks, Doug.
Thank you, Doug.
Hi, I'm Al, I'm an alcoholic.
Yeah.
Yeah, Jennifer, thanks for the lead. My thought is a little short, but my leads are always a half hour of my lead before my lead. I mean, when I leave home, it's a half hour, and I get the lead, and it's 15 minutes. And then the lead on the way home, I add the other 15 minutes to it because of stuff I was going to say and I forgot. So, like I say, it's not the amount of time you talk, it's what you say. You gave a good lead. It's been a pleasure to know you these. I have known you 7 years, I've known you 11 months, but it's always good to see you and always enjoy the good food you cook. So keep coming back.
Thanks, Al.
Kevin, I'm not calling.
Kevin.
Thanks, Jill. You've done a great job. And, and I've known you quite a while. And, and you've overcome some obstacles that have been tough. And, and the thing is that whatever you had to go through, whatever the things that you overcome, you were always willing to come back and try it one more time. And, and that's what it takes. It takes that willingness to keep coming back and to try that. Listen, I'm going to try it one more time. I'm going to try it. And, and things get better, and, when you broke your hip back there, and that was a real struggle getting going, as we get a little older, it sure gets hard to get going again once we get slowed down a little bit. And but you make great progress, and you're definitely a fighter. And you just keep doing what you're doing, and believe me, it keeps getting better and better. And if it didn't get better, I don't know that I would keep coming back. But it keeps getting better. So, and it'll work that way for you too. So, thanks for being my friend. I'm so glad that I was here tonight. And you've done a great job. Thank you.
Thanks, Kevin.
My name is Wes, I'm an alcoholic.
Hey, Wes.
I was thinking about dialing in instead of driving over here, because I didn't know that I was going to have a lead from Jill, but I certainly wouldn't have contemplated not being here. But I got moving, and I was trying to finish something, and then I realized
driving home, driving drinking, under the influence. Never had any accidents, thankfully, but I still got pulled over. I still got caught in Montezuma 40 years ago on a DUI, so that's nothing new. But all the things you said, the lost jobs, the family and everything, I relate to all that because I went through that. Matter of fact, when you're staying at your mom's house right now. 2 years ago, when I was 66, I had to have rotator cuff surgery on my shoulder. I have a house at home. I have a house in Montezuma, but I ain't got no place to stay. So my dear mother, who is now 92, mom was still at home at the time. She told me you're going to stay. I stayed at her place for 6 months until I got my arm back to the other shape. It's amazing what your parents will do for you, even it doesn't matter what the age is, they'll still take care of you. But I relate to a lot of what you said, though. Like I said, lost jobs. And yeah, I went through rehab one time, and that was enough for me. And little by little, what were the results of it? Well, I completed my military career. I went to school. I went to use the GI Bill. I learned a trade. And I've been doing that job now for about 32 years. And I think I've done okay. I'm right where I'm supposed to be today according to God's plan in my life. I can't change what happened in the past, but I don't ever want to forget what it was like. And I hope that again, congratulations, and just keep coming back. That's all I've got.
Thanks, Steve.
Joey, I'll call it.
Hi, Joey.
Jill, I want to congratulate you on 7 years. That's amazing. You stood up there and I seen dedication, I seen progress, and I also seen motivation. And that's what it takes. I can relate. Not remembering what I did. And that's scary stuff. By the grace of God, I've never hit nobody or killed anybody, but, it's just, blackouts are very, very scary. By the grace of God, I'm alive, I got DUIs myself, but that's just a stepping stone, that's a learning curve, like I said, you said it, you gotta stay grounded in this program. And that's what you gotta do. You gotta help another alcoholic. And go when you're late to get it. So, like I said, I just want to congratulate you on 7 years. That's amazing. That's amazing. And, I love you. And I love Joni. I love everybody here because why? This is my family. This is family. It's amazing. And for me, it's 10 minutes at a time. It's not even 24 hours a day. It's always easy does it, Easy does it. So, I love you, Jill. Congratulations. And that's all I got.
Thanks.
Thanks,
Thank you. Don, thanks a lot for being a good friend. You helped me quite a bit. Thanks for seeing me. Bye.
Thanks.
Hey, Don.
Thanks, Tom. I'm Andrew, recovering alcoholic.
Hey, Andrew.
I want to thank you, Jill, and thanks for congratulations on the token. And they keep getting better until they quit giving them to you. And, I just appreciate your leading your friend. Thanks.
Thanks,
Thanks,
Andrew.
Andrew. I'm Jared, alcoholic.
Hi, Jared.
Congratulations on your token and thanks for the lead.
Thanks.
Thanks, Tom, Hey, Jill, I've heard you a couple of times before, and they were like drunk laws. This was a really good lead, and I just want to thank you for being here. That's nice.
Thanks, Tom. All right, that brought us all the way around. Anybody else have something they want to share this evening? Okay, then I am going, you can just enjoy one another's fellowship longer. Anyways, I'm going to go ahead and read our closing remarks tonight, and then we can meet down at the end there for the Our Father. Closing remarks. In closing, let me remind you and me that although no individual has a right to be wrong in his facts, every individual has a right to his own opinion. Remember also that anonymity is the spiritual foundation of the AA traditions. The things you have heard and the things that you have shared with you are spoken and shared in confidence. Let them be treated as confidential. If you listen with an open mind, if you try to absorb what you have heard and seen, you are bound to gain a better understanding of yourself, of your problem, and of a way to better handle your problem. Talk to each other, reason with each other, but let there be no gossip or criticism of another. Instead, let there be love, acceptance, understanding, and companionship. Please stand, hold hands, and join me in the Lord's Prayer.
stopped by there or done something. But
One or both?
Brenda put it on Facebook.
Okay.
That somebody had found a dog and, somebody's missing a dog. And, I didn't hear anything for a while. I was trying, man, she's a little skateboarder.
Oh, really?
Yeah, yeah. And,
Well, there you
so
go.
I put her out there in that little
Kennel thing.
kennel, chicken coop that I've got, off and, cause I've kept lots of my dogs out there from time to time. And I had it there, but she was a little smaller than my dogs have always been. So, but I knew this one spot was that little area, so I put her in there. And I walked out the barn, I was gonna find me a piece of wood, and I was gonna, close the gap in a little bit. Well, by the time I got back, she came back.
Good to see you.
I was around. And, I put Toby inside, because Toby just loved it, but she didn't really want nothing to do with it. And, Toby was way too happy for that dog. And, so, I put him back up, and then, got there and got her in, and then I got a message, from Brenda that said that somebody had contacted her about the dog. And I said, well, I still have it. And, then she must have got back in with them a little bit. And they said, they'll come and get it, need an address, and they'll come and get it. So, then, that was really the only part of the story.
Yeah,
That was Kinsley's best friend.
Yeah, it's a little, her friend, and she has, she stayed all night at our house a couple of times. And we found out, they said their last name was Daisy. And, so, I said, well, that is there, so when they got there, I asked her, I said, do you know Chloe? And she said, yeah, that's, she's my stepdaughter. And, so, that kind of added a little twist in the thing.
Happily ever after.
And,
Well, that's good. We did our good deed.
dog found his way back home, and well, she had two little boys, a woman did, or a girl. And, she said the dog belonged to one of them. It was one of the boys, and kind of sounded like to me that they must keep it in the house. And somehow the door was cracked open, and the dog slipped out the door and was gone. And it said that little boy said he was been sick all afternoon because his dog was gone. And, so, yeah, when he got there, I had it, picked up, because then Toby was outside with me. I had it picked up, and he came, he got it from me, man, he went straight to the car. He wasn't messing around, he was getting that dog inside the car. So, we got it back, found its home, and it all turned out good.
How did Toby respond when coming out?
Oh, Toby just loved it, but
That's good.
it didn't feel the same way.
Yeah.
Yeah, Toby was way too happy for,
It wasn't mutual love.
yeah, Toby was way too happy, way too big and way too happy.
That dog was real sweet. I'm driving, it's on my lap.
Oh, yeah, it was, she was a very friendly dog. And it wasn't real old. I'd be surprised, if it was a year, I'd be surprised.
I would too.
I'd say 8, 9 months would be,
Yeah, that'd be tops, I'd say.
and it was, it was a mixed breed, and it had husky in it because its eyes was husky.
Oh, yeah.
Its eyes were blue eye, and then actually, the collar of the coat was looked like husky. It was gray and white, And, but it was a terrier mix too, because it was like I had one time, it was a terrier mix, it was what they call wire-haired terrier. Have you ever heard of a wire-haired terrier? And their hair feels wiry, it feels kind of wiry, but yeah, it was a good little dog.
Doug, is that your coffee up there?
Yeah,
Here, I got it.
Hey, bring that whipped cream. No?
I can't carry it right this
Yeah, I
second.
understand.
thank you.
I don't, okay, probably,
And I think it'd be easier if I did this and then put it on for you.
okay. I will get it.
It's too late.
How's Cooper?
All right, she's clean. We got a bath this afternoon.
You still have Hank, what's his name?
Homer.
Oh, nice. Yeah.
Yeah, he's still there. He's through agenda treatment last week.
2 weeks ago.
So, yeah, we're still there. Thanks. Oh, we're still there.
Yeah, Homer's still there. He's gonna be for a while, maybe.
Yeah. How'd your neighbor do babysitting?
Real good. She said he was great. Plus, we ended up coming home early, so shouldn't even have him as long as.
Have you heard from Jen?
Yeah, she texted me today and told me thanks for getting all her stuff there. And she's hoping to have her phone sometime this week and be able to go outside, so, yeah.
Where's she at again?
Woodhaven
And,
and Dayton.
downtown.
How you been, buddy?
It's St. Elizabeth. Or St. Elizabeth.
There was a huge hospital that goes down.
Yeah.
And it's one, taking over one of those buildings.
It's where Chris
Trying to
works.
keep you drying up, blowing away, it's dry.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Dry out there now, yeah.
Yep.
Turning them old beans into
So have a lot of people in there?
Looked like it. It's a big place.
Yeah.
I was over at the barn
I
last night.
Hello.
Yeah, I see somebody, well, the combine, and then somebody was pulling the head down the road behind them. And, I don't know if they was taking beans off or just getting ready.
I know, like, down in Greenville, they were talking corn 2 weeks before we were down here.
Leave this up
And
there.
then went all over Greenville, so we had July there.
Yeah, I've seen quite a few places chopping corn.
Getting back in the 80s, there were a couple more, boy, it was mid
Yeah,
40s.
chilly there for about, what, week and a half? Pretty chilly, wasn't it?
It's all blueberries.
No, I put strawberries in there today.
You make it?
What?
Blue strawberries.
Very
No,
good.
red strawberries, but it was blue pie filling, and then I used regular strawberries, and I think it just all cooked together.
That's good.
Sure.
The strawberries were fresh strawberries, so I just think it all cooked.
Good work.
There was no recipe involved.
That's the way to do it.
Well, yes, there was. I followed it on the box for your cake. It was like, is all this gluten free? Figured if it didn't was, or they wouldn't have told me to put it in.
Right.
Oh, is that her?
That's her mother.
Oh,
You
that's,
remember he said I went to see her mom at the nursing home?
oh, okay.
So that's Christy's mom.
So I wasn't your truck.
Yeah, it was good until we got called on Monday that my sister-in-law died.
Right.
So, up until that, it was good.
Toby's.
Toby's?
Yeah, corner of 49 and Churchville Road.
I know what it is.
It's a good pizza.
Yeah, it is.
I made a mistake.
Mushrooms and onion. Top it off.
I was supposed to pick up a thing, and I got picked up some fruit. Me, you suppose I'll get shot? I don't know. I've been trying. Over by Bass Lake, or Bass Lake.
I see that.
One? They want to let it run. You ever hear that? I took them yesterday. So they said.
Yes, I don't know, maybe 30 people, I guess. I didn't count. It seemed like there were more there last year.
I was there last year.
Really?
Yeah.
It was
I
fun.
think it was about 20. About 30 people. Hey, like most of them are Stewart County. From all places.
I happen to have to go to St. Henry and teach tomorrow,
Matthews. Nate.
so I'll see what I can do.
He's the only one from St. Mary's I think I've seen there was Nate.
Are you stubbing tomorrow?
I'm stubborn. Gonna do a little subbing.
What are you doing for?
First this year? Oh, this,
What is it, what is she do?
Well, she was doing testing last week,
Right.
but this week she has a doctor's appointment.
Oh. All right.
Might have surgery.
I mean, more work for you.
I don't know if I want that kind of commitment.
Second time
I'm
today.
thinking it.
Yeah.
I
You
see
did
you
that
around
already.
the state line. Oh, did you?
I did 3 days in a row, and that was enough. What the hell am I doing on that third day especially? I liked it, it's enjoyable, but
You work so good with kids. I can tell this way you talk alcohol. It's great.
enjoy it. I especially like just leaving after mowing.
Boy.
See y'all later, write your own lesson plans and grade your own papers, I'm out of here. All the meetings, all the bullshit, just cause.
Yeah. Hey, Don.
This is showing the meeting tonight. Where's Linda's?
I'm kind of worried about it. I think we should stop on the net and check on it.
We should be at the cabin or the boat.
Good. Oh, good.
Hey, Don. How's it going?
All right.
Good.
I'm drinking today. That's a good thing.
Yes, sir.
Drink that coffee.
I had offered to drink a fifth there last night. I looked up, have at it.
Yeah, you doing great. Good. Hey, Andrew.
Listen, I got my 2 liter of Sprite. I don't. I'll drink with you.
Go drink the mix, you can drink the other stuff, huh?
Yeah.
Hey, that's the other thing, do we have any schedules?
Back from your duties there.
Do we have any schedules? There's none in here,
There's
that's
none
all.
in there. Man, I don't know if we do. I know we had some that was in there.
We probably-
They were like a piece of paper folded like trifold.
Right,
That's
right.
what St. Mary's has now too.
And I don't know. I bet they probably, they might have some in
there, you
Salina.
a little while
Okay,
behind.
might try and
I
grab
don't
you.
know if that was, I wanted to make sure that was right.
Huh?
Some used to whatever color they were, blue.
That was the most recent thing,
No, these are white now.
they're white now.
Maybe they ran out.
Yeah.
No, they're
I
different
know.
design and,
There may be some in Salina in that closet. You know, that bifold closet where that's like where you sit a lot of
Yeah.
times behind you.
We have some in there, not a lot.
And, they'll be redoing them here in a couple
We've
months.
got a little bit of time yet though.
And,
I think these said November 24. I think the one I handed out at St. Mary's was.
oh yeah?
Oh, really?
There should be newer ones than that somewhere.
They may do one out in January.
But yeah,
Oh, I
there's,
think some, oh yeah, they don't have any new breathing. We was running out of China too, so.
Well, it might be a good idea to copy some.
well, if Salina is usually in that closet, like there's a, was usually a big box of them.
If you are the
And
host,
that's where they
press
keep them
star
in
now.
Salina.
Otherwise, please wait, and you will be joined into the
And,
conference.
so if they're about gone, they're probably.
I know Brad traded up some more, and I don't think he will anyway. As many or whatever.
Hello, you have a meeting.
Jerry, is that you?
No, it's Jim.
Who's that?
Who's,
Oh, hi, Jim.
who's this?
This is Jennifer.
I thought so.
Hi, Jody.
Hi,
The
Jennifer.
one stealing dogs in Mercer County?
That doggy's home. Right where it belongs.
Good job saving the dog, Jennifer.
You know what? It was a team effort, Jim. I just could not leave her stranded.
Apparently, yeah.
I'll read the instructions.
You're right.
The other people that picked it up was he had been far away from home, and had gone missing for a period of time, or?
No, actually, it sounded like it had just got out, earlier. And the way it sounded to me, it stays in the house. And either the door was ajar or somebody walked out and the dog slipped out right behind them.
Yeah.
And then took
I
off.
took her lead.
I might be able to see this one this afternoon, I couldn't see hard down that little book.
You can relax.
Yeah, until.
There's a friend coming down. We'll wait till the friend gets down here. I saw some things. All right, well, hello, everybody. My name is Joni, and I am an alcoholic.
Hey,
Welcome
Joni.
to the Fort Recovery Group of Alcoholics Anonymous. Would you please help me open this meeting with the serenity prayer? God, grant me serenity to accept the things I cannot change, courage to change the things I can, and the wisdom to know the place. And I have a friend that's going to read our preambles.
I'm Andrew, recovering alcoholic.
And
Alcoholics Anonymous is a fellowship of people who share their experience, strength, and hope with each other that they may solve their common problems and help others to recover from alcoholism. The only requirement for membership is a desire to stop drinking. There are no dues or fees for AA membership. We are self-supporting through our own contribution. AA is not allied with any sex, denomination, politics, organization, or institution, does not wish to engage in any controversy, neither endorses nor opposes any practice. Our primary purpose is to stay sober and help other alcoholics to achieve sobriety.
Thanks, there.
Thanks, Andrew.
And I have another friend that's going to tell us how it works today.
Wayne, I'm an alcoholic.
Oh, Wayne.
How it works. Rarely have we seen a person fail who has thoroughly followed our path. Those who do not recover are people who cannot or will not completely give themselves to the simple program. Usually men and women who are constitutionally incapable of being honest with themselves. There are such unfortunates. They are not at fault, they seem to have been born that way. They are naturally incapable of grasping and developing a manner of living which demands rigorous honesty. Their chances are less than average. There are those too who suffer from grave emotional and mental disorders. But many of them do recover if they have the capacity to be honest. Our stories disclose in a general way what we used to be like, what happened, and what we are like now. If you have decided you want what we have and are willing to go to any length to get it, then you are ready to take certain steps. At some of these we balked. We thought we could find an easier, softer way, but we could not. With all the earnestness at our command, we beg of you to be fearless and thorough from the very start. Some of us have tried to hold on to our old ideas, and the result was nil until we let go absolutely. Remember that we deal with alcohol, cunning, baffling, powerful. Without help, it is too much for us, but there is one who has all power. That one is God. May you find him now. Half measures availed us nothing. We stood at the turning point. We asked his protection and care with complete abandon. Here are the steps we took, which are suggested as a program of recovery. 1, we admitted we were powerless over alcohol, that our lives had become unmanageable. 2, came to believe that a power greater than ourselves could restore us to sanity. 3, made a decision to turn our will and our lives over to the care of God as we understood him. 4, made a searching and fearless moral inventory of ourselves. 5, admitted to God, to ourselves, and to another human being the exact nature of our wrongs. 6, we were entirely ready to have God remove all these defects of character. 7, humbly asked him to remove our shortcomings. 8, made a list of all persons we had harmed and became willing to make amends to them all. 9, made direct amends to such people wherever possible, except when to do so would injure them or others. 10, continued to take personal inventory, and when we were wrong, promptly admitted it. 11, sought through prayer and meditation to improve our conscience contact with God as we understood him, praying only for knowledge of his will for us and the power to carry that out. 12, having had a spiritual awakening as a result of these steps, we try to carry this message to alcoholics and practice these principles in all our affairs. Many of us exclaim, "What an order, I can't go through with it." Do not be discouraged. No one among us has been able to maintain anything like perfect adherence to these principles. We are not saints. The point is that we are willing to grow along spiritual lines. The principles we have set down are guides for progress. We claim spiritual progress rather than spiritual perfection. Our description of the alcoholic, the chapter to the agnostic, and our personal adventures before and after make clear 3 pertinent ideas. A, that we were alcoholics and could not manage our own lives. B, that probably no human power could have relieved our alcoholism. And C, that God could have delivered to your side.
Thank you so much. Thank you. And another 5 minutes for me to read the daily reflection.
My name's Tom, I'm an alcoholic. Peace of mind is a September 4th reflection for today. Do we lay the matter before our sponsor or spiritual advisor, earnestly asking God's help and guidance, meanwhile resolving to do the right thing when it becomes clear, cost what it may? 12 steps, 12 editions, page 86, 87. My belief in a higher power is an essential part of my work on the 9th step. Forgiving, timing, and right motives are the other ingredients. My willingness to do this step is a growing experience that opens the door for new and honest relationships with the people I have harmed. My responsible actions bring me closer to the spiritual principles of the program. Love and service. Peace of mind, serenity, and a stronger faith are sure to follow.
Thank you.
Thank you.
And next we have the 24-hour day book.
Oh, I'm out. Come to me today, all for the day. How does AA work? Some of us sell AA as we go about. Little clusters of 2 and 3s and 5 feet springing up at different communities. Compact with larger centers. Most of us who travel southland urban foods as often as we can. This practice enables us to lend a hand to new roots, which are springing up all over our land. New roots are being started each month. AA has even spreading outside the United States and slowly becoming worldwide. Thus we grow, and I'm doing all I can to spread AA wherever I go. Meditation for the day. Lord, we believe, help out our unbelief. This cry of human heart is expression of human frailty. Signify the soul's sincere desire for progress. The person feels the existence of God and His power. The person believes in Him more and more. At the same time, the person is more and more conscious of his falling short of absolute trust in God. The soul's progress and increasing belief in the God and more faith. Ability to conquer unbelief, all lack of trust. We believe that cry is heard from God and that prayer is unanswered in due time. So as our faith grows little by little, day by day. Prayer for today. I pray that with more power in my life will come more faith. I pray that I may come to trust God more each day.
Thank you.
Thanks, Al.
And as Bill Caesar.
And Jim, I'm not going.
And Jim.
Number 40, page 41 of membership rules. Around 1943 or 44, the central office asked the groups to list their membership rules and send them into them. After they arrived, we set them all down. A little reflection upon these many rules brought us to an astonishing conclusion. If all these edicts had been enforced everywhere at once, it would have been practically impossible for any alcoholic to have ever joined AA. About 9/10 of our oldest and best members could never have got by. At last experience taught us that to take away any alcoholic's full chance for sobriety in AA was sometimes to pronounce his death sentence, and often to condemn him to endless misery. Who dared to be the judge, jury, and executioner of his own sick brother? What's that?
Thank you.
And my friend Kev is going to do the tokens, and I'm going to pass the 7th tradition basket.
Kevin, I'm an alcoholic.
Hey, Kevin.
And the Fort Recovery Group has token system. We recognize different lengths of sobriety. First token we have is 24-hour token. Anybody need 24-hour token? Then we have monthly tokens. 1 month, amount of time that they'd like to have recognized.
Jill, alcoholic.
You Jill.
September 10th, I had 7 years.
All right.
I just happened to have COVID. Congratulations.
Jill.
Okay, anybody have any late time they'd like to have recognized today? All right, what do we got today? Let's get it.
Okay, I have a couple announcements up here. First of all, we have the big bash out at Kevin's. It is September the 27th. The fun starts at 4 p.m. We're going to eat around 5:30 p.m. It's a pretty good game planned. Yep. You have to come if you want to know what the game is. Chili brats, coffee, and water are provided. Bring a side snack or dessert and a lawn chair, and that's that. And then there's the Coldwater 44th anniversary coming up. It is Sunday, October 5th, Holy Trinity Church. Doors open at 1. Bring a friend and a covered dish. 1:30 you're going to eat. The chicken will be provided. 2:30 is a lead. Sarah M. from Dunkirk and Indiana. And Ginny H. is the Al-Anon lead from Springfield, Ohio. Okay, anybody else have any announcements from the floor? Okay, we do have books and literature on the table back there. Literature is free for the taking. Books are at cost that the group paid for them. And I think I covered it all then. We'll go around and introduce ourselves quick. So, here we go.
My name's Tom, and I like.
Hi, Tom.
Shared alcoholic.
Andrew. Don.
Joey alcoholic.
Joey.
Steve, well,
Steve.
Wayne alcoholic.
Wayne.
Is what, Wes, I'm an alcoholic.
Yes.
Kevin, I'm not.
Kevin.
Kevin. Al.
Doug, alcoholic.
Hey, Doug.
Jill, alcoholic.
Hey, Jill.
I'm Jim, I'm an alcoholic.
Hey, Jim.
And on the phone,
I'm Sharon, recovering alcoholic.
Hey,
hey
Sharon.
Sharon. Okay, I think Jennifer's out.
Jennifer, grateful recovering alcoholic.
Hey, Jennifer.
Jennifer.
Okay.
Hey, Jennifer.
Okay.
Hey.
All right. Okay, so tonight I do have a lead, and this person has been a real inspiration to me these past 7 years.